Buenas tardes, compañeros. Soy señor Broom aquí, enseñando desde Bemidji, Minnesota, otra vez. Lo siento. La lección de hoy se trata de las expresiones de tener. Vamos a hacer una entrada de pasaporte hoy, pero vamos a comenzar la lección aquí conjugando el verbo tener y cantando la canción Tengo, tengo, tengo. ¿Sí? Entonces, por favor, ¿quién está aquí? Rosa, sí, Rosa, por favor. ¿Cuál? Llamamos verbo de zapato a tener. We call tener a shoe verb, or what I like to call an ugly Ugg boot verb, fluffy top Ugg boot verb. So why do we call tener a fluffy top Ugg boot verb? Do you remember from yesterday? See? Muy bien. Hopefully you are explaining something along the lines of tener being a stem changing verb, e to ie, ¿verdad? But with an irregular yo form which fits nicely in the fluffy top. Tango, ¿verdad? Muy bien, tango. And then inside the boot, we will have our other conjugations, ¿verdad? Tu form tienes, él, ella, usted form tiene. Then again, outside the boot, this time not in the special fluffy top, we just have our regular nosotros conjugation, tenemos, no stem change. We have tenéis, ¿verdad? Vosotros form, regular, no stem change. And then we're back in the boot, kind of, and we have our ellos, ellas, ustedes form, tienen, ¿verdad? Perfecto, perfecto. You remember from yesterday. Muy bien. Ahora, ¿qué significa en inglés el verbo tener? En inglés significa to have, ¿verdad? And for the purpose of this lesson, we can almost think about tener, meaning something more along the lines of to be, because when we use it in our tener expressions, it means things like to be hot, tener calor, to be cold, tener frío, to be hungry, tener hambre, to be thirsty, tener sed. Obviously, in English, we don't say things like, wow, I have heat today, or I have coldness today, or I have hunger today, or I have thirst today. We don't really talk like that. So, for the purpose of this lesson, tener means something more along the lines of to be. Ok, por favor, compañeros, saquen la letra de la canción Tengo, tengo, tengo. Por favor, vamos a cantar la canción Tengo, tengo, tengo. Tengo, tengo, tú no tienes nada, tengo 3 ovejas en una cabaña. Una me da leche, otra me da lana, otra me da queso para toda la semana. Caballito blanco, llévame de aquí, llévame a mi pueblo donde yo nací. Tengo, 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 tú no tienes nada, tengo 3 ovejas en una cabaña. Excelente, compañeros, gracias por cantar conmigo. Ahora, por favor, saquen el pasaporte porque vamos a Poner tarea 20 hoy en los pasaportes. Tarea 20. And for today, hoy, we're actually just going to do, I think tarea 20 is just going to have one part. So you can just call tarea 20 las expresiones de tener. Tener expressions. Monica, if Monica is here, can you define the term idiomatic expressions? Why do we call tener expressions idiomatic expressions? Muy bien. Hopefully you are explaining something along the lines of you call tener expressions idiomatic expressions because they don't translate among idioms, among different languages. It means one thing in Spanish, but you cannot translate it word for word into English, ¿verdad? Muy bien. So we are going to start today by...
Yes, Mom, please call the office. Yes, Mom.
By jotting down here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 12 expresiones de tener that we're going to copy down into our pasaporte, starting with one that we all know. It's one of our basic questions and responses from the first week of class. Tener, for example, 15 años, ¿verdad? We all remember la pregunta, ¿cuántos años tienes? Entonces, the expression tener 15 años, conjugate however you'd like, to be 15 years old, ¿verdad? You could conjugate it many different ways. Yo tengo 15 años, tú tienes 15 años, él tiene 15 años, nosotros tenemos 15 años, etc., etc. ¿Sí? Bien. Próximo, tener frío. To be cold. Por ejemplo, yo tengo frío, I am cold. Tener calor. To be hot. Nosotros tenemos calor. We are hot, temperature-wise, ¿verdad? Tener hambre. To be hungry. Por ejemplo, ellos tienen hambre. They are hungry. ¿Sí? It's lunchtime. Ellos tienen hambre. Comer el almuerzo. Tener sed. To be thirsty. ¿Tú tienes sed? Are you thirsty? ¿Sí? Y tener sueño. To be tired. Yo tengo sueño. I am tired. ¿Verdad? Muy bien. Ahora, moving into this column here. The tener ganas de is kind of a tricky expression because this expression is going to require a verb in the infinitive because we are conjugating the verb tener, and then we have this connecting word de, and we're going to put any verb in the infinitive here. Por ejemplo, yo tengo ganas de bailar. You're not going to conjugate bailar. You're going to leave bailar like that because you'll never conjugate a verb twice in the same clause of a sentence. So, tener ganas de bailar, to feel like dancing. Yo tengo ganas de bailar. I feel like dancing, ¿verdad? Bien. Próximo, tener prisa. To be in a hurry. Ella tiene prisa. She is in a hurry. Tener miedo. To be scared. Nosotros tenemos miedo. We are scared. ¿Sí? Tener cuidado. To be careful. Or to have care, technically, what it says. Remember, all of these technically would translate to have care, to have hunger, to have heat, to have coldness. Tener cuidado, to be careful. Tener razón, to be right, or technically to have reason. Yo tengo razón, I am right. Y tener suerte, to be lucky. Remember that word suerte from the frase del día, mucha suerte, buena suerte. tener suerte, to have luck, or to be lucky, ¿verdad? Perfecto. If you need to pause here to continue copying down some of the vocabulario, that's fine. Feel welcome to pause the video if you need to. Bueno, compañeros, ahora vamos a hablar un poco del proyecto de hoy. En el proyecto de hoy, vamos a crear un Kahoot. We're going to make a Kahoot today in class. Most of you have attempted making a Kahoot once. I think that we've done this on a different occasion. But you're going to create a Kahoot. Unless you really want to create a Quizlet, you could make a Quizlet too, but I'm going to walk you through how to create a Kahoot instead. So I want 10 Kahoot questions. They're all going to be quizzing the different tener expressions. Each question needs a picture, and when you finish, you're going to save your Kahoot and share it with my username, which is broomdg, and which is also listed up on the whiteboard underneath the Spanish 1 plans for today. See? So, how do you make a Quizlet? If you go into Google search engine, please use Google Chrome, highly endorsed. If you just type in Kahoot to Google Chrome search engine, you'll get this one that says kahoot.it, Twitter Kahoot, and then the third one down should say getkahoot.com. So we're going to click on that. And if you do not have a username, you're going to click sign up for free. So I'll give you a second to get there. Sign up for free. And you're going to have to go through all these notions of first choose your role. A lot of you are students under 16. What school? I think you can just type in LHS. Your birthday, make up a username, enter your email, confirm your email, password, all that stuff. And then you will have created an account. You'll click create an account, and I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in here real quick. So once you have an account, it should look like this. We're all going to make a quiz. We're going to start by naming our quiz. We're all going to name our quiz Las Expresiones de Tener. See? And 10 questions. Your questions could be as simple as ¿Cómo se dice? And then you could have an image of, I don't know, to be cold. Let's see what kind of images come up here. I don't know, she looks pretty cold. So you can either, oh, this guy looks super cold. I'm going to use him instead. Oh, wait, these things look even colder. I'm going to use these. So I'm going to do a Command Shift 4, drag it onto my desktop, right? Now it's on my desktop. So I'm just going to move my Kahoot screen over here, and I'm going to find that picture and drag it into here. And those guys look pretty cold, so I'm going to say ¿Cómo se dice? I'm going to put ellos tienen calor, ellos tienen hambre, ellos tienen frío, or ellos tienen prisa. Alejandro's probably not here today. He's in track. Let's go with Natalia, por favor. Natalia, see? Which one would be correct? Those monkeys are full of snow and they look very cold. The correct one's going to be ellos tienen frío. See? So that's my first question. Indicate that it's correct, and then you move on. So you have 9 more to make. See? Muy bien. If you have questions, por favor, help each other out. See? This is all you're going to be working on today. I imagine some of you may finish a few minutes before the bell rings. If that is the case, por favor, you may progress in your Duolingo accounts. For that, make sure to stay busy with material for Espanol. If you're missing a few assignments, it might also be appropriate to spend a few minutes towards the end of class, if you finish early, working on those assignments. ¿Sí? Muy bien, compañeros. Señor Broom checking out here. Adiós. Hasta mañana. Que tengan muy buena tarde.